All right, so come to your mat. Got two coffees here because it's that kind of morning. All right, so you can, in Vajrasana, you can, put a cushion between your legs, under your ankles, or just stay like this, whatever feels comfortable. Okay, hands on your thighs, palms facing down. Close the eyes, and we're going to take 3 sighs. So really sigh it out with a ha. All right, so as you probably know, this week was International Women's Day. So we're going to be celebrating ourselves today, basically, and our strength and confidence and courage. So each class this week has been about International Women's Day, and there are just so many aspects of ourselves that we can honor and practice with. And I wanted to share a quote with you that I read this week, which is by Catherine Henson. Having a soft heart in a cruel world is courage, not weakness. And I just thought that was a beautiful quote and something really nice to bring into our world and our day, and something that I would love to share with my own daughter, that she doesn't have to be, hard to be courageous. So today we're going to be working with courage with some inversions. So getting upside down and also opening up the throat chakra. So in order to speak our truth and be heard, we're going to clear out the throat. And that helps with communication and courage. So we'll just stay here for a few more breaths. Just check in with the body for a moment. Okay, and keeping the eyes closed, we're going to focus on the third eye between the eyebrows. So just bring your attention to that third eye, and we're going to practice the lion breath, which, sometimes makes you feel self-conscious, but it's such a beautiful way to, put that self-consciousness aside or practice feeling self-conscious and doing it anyway. And this breath really helps to improve communication and improve strength and courage. So keeping the hands on the thighs, just going to spread the fingers, so make the hands really wide and lean forward slightly and press the hands down into the thighs. Take an inhale through the nose and then open the mouth wide and stick the tongue out as far as you can down through the chin, and exhale really forcefully, making a ha sound. So it's like this. So you inhale through the nose. And then take an inhale through the nose. And we'll do that 5 more times. So if you've done kids yoga, you've probably done this breath before. So really lean forward into the hands. We'll do it 2 more times. Last one, make it a good one. Okay, and then lean back. And you can come into Sukhasana if you like. on the block. Just going to shake the feet out. And it doesn't matter which foot is in front, which leg is in front. Again, bring the hands to the thighs, palms facing down. And we're just going to return to regular breathing for a few moments. And Sarah, Monty would probably really like that lion's breath. You might have already done it with him, actually. It might be in that book. Kids really like that breath technique. So we're going to practice inhaling down towards the pelvis and exhaling back up through the chest. And lift the chin slightly, open up the throat, and bring your awareness to the throat. And bring your hands together at heart center. And I'm going to dedicate our practice to ourselves today. Because, as mums, it can be really hard to make this time for ourselves. So just honor yourself that you have made this time today. And we'll start with a single Om. So take an inhale. Om. Okay, and then open the eyes and come back onto the knees. And we're going to come onto all fours. So again, spread the fingers as wide as you can and press down through all parts of the hands. And the knees are right underneath the hips. Think about the tailbone moving back and the crown of the head moving forward. So we're going to take up space here. Belly button to spine. And then we're going to do cat-cow with lion's breath again. So as you move into cow, we're going to inhale through the nose. And then as we move into cat, we're going to exhale with the tongue out of the mouth, just like we did. So do that 5 times. Sorry about my sounds. And then one more time. Good, and come back to center, wet chin, and tuck the toes, and exhale into a really bent knee, downward facing dog. So we're just keeping it super easy here. Think about the sit bones moving back and up towards the top corner of the room. And nod the head yes, and shake the head no. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. And think about relaxing the lower front ribs and relaxing the belly. Good, and then straighten the legs, and we're going to walk the feet out. So bend each knee alternately. Good, and then exhale, take the knees to the mat again. And come to sit on the block in Sukhasana. And again, it doesn't matter which leg is in front, whichever is comfortable. And press down into the sit bones, lift through the crown of the head. And then interlace the fingers and take them in front and exhale, chin to chest. Good, slide the shoulder blades down the back. And then take the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers with the weird finger on top. Good, and lift the chest, lift the chin, relax the throat, soften the front ribs. And then take the hands in front again, with the normal finger on top, and exhale, chin to chest. And then one more time behind. Reach with the chest, lift the chin, relax the throat. Good. And then release the hands. And take the right hand to the mat and inhale the left arm up and over towards the right. Wiggle the waist long here. So we're keeping both sides of the waist long, not collapsing into the right side. Press down into the left sit bone. And inhale back to center and take the left hand over. And reach the right arm up and over. Good. Belly button to spine. And again, lengthen through both sides of the waist. And come back to center. And interlace the fingers. Take the arms overhead, reaching up with the palms. Good. Lengthen both sides of the waist. And find a sense of your central channel here. So from the pelvis up through the torso. And close the eyes if that's comfortable. So you're reaching up with the palms of the hands, but sliding the shoulder blades down the back. Good, and then open the eyes, exhale the arms down. Good. Okay, come off the block and reach the legs in front in Dandasana. Good, so belly button to spine, really reach through the heels. So legs are engaged. Come forward onto the front of the sit bones. Reach up through the crown of the head, and we're going to move through the core series, exhaling between each pose, each movement, and really using the strength of the core, okay, to move ourselves. Okay, so reach through the crown of the head, belly button to spine. Exhale, take the feet together, soles of the feet together. Good. Again, reach through the crown of the head, belly button to spine. Bring the knees together and reach the heels for boat pose. Good. So we're going to stay with just really bent knees, belly button to spine, and take the feet back down, soles of the feet together. Take the hands inside the thighs. Exhale, open the legs wide, just like Thea did. And knees are up, toes are up. So just check in, make sure that they're not externally or internally rotating. Good, come forward onto the front of the sit bones and reach through the crown of the head. So take the hands behind the hips. Good. Belly button to spine. And then take the hands inside the thighs. Exhale, bring the feet together. Good, again, hands behind the hips. Draw the belly button in. And then take the hands behind you and reach for boat pose again. Draw that belly button in, reach through the crown of the head. And feet together. Good, and then exhale, legs long for Dandasana. Good, and then we'll do that 2 more times, just a little bit quicker, but still using the strength of the core and the exhale. Okay, so exhale, bring the feet together. And then the boat pose. You can keep the hands here, or you can take them alongside the legs. Draw the belly button in, reach through the crown of the head. 2 more rounds of breath. Good, and then exhale, feet together. And legs out wide. Good, reach through those heels, toes up towards the ceiling, knees up. Good, belly button to spine. Exhale, feet together. Good, draw the belly button in, boat pose. Either arms alongside, belly button to spine. Keep the chest lifted. Good. And then exhale, soles of the feet together. Draw the belly button in, reach the legs long. Good, take a breath. And then bring the feet together. Good, exhale, boat pose, and you can be in either full boat pose with the legs straight or legs bent. reach through the heels and the crown of the head, belly button to spine, slide the shoulder blades and feet together. Good, legs out wide. Good, belly button to spine, exhale, feet together, and boat pose. Again, either full boat pose or legs bent. And don't let your ego drive you here. Make sure that your core is strong enough. Reach through the crown of the head, and then soles together, and reach the legs long. Good. Okay, and then cross the shins and come over to all fours again. Spread the fingers wide. And we're going to do 5 more cat-cows with lion's breath again. Okay, so keep the core engaged. And inhale for cow. Exhale, cat with lion's breath. One more. And after you've finished a full other round, you can come back to neutral. Okay, and then tuck the toes, belly button to spine, and exhale into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Good. And think about the sit bones moving back and up. And spread the fingers wide still. Inhale forward into plank. Reach through the heels and the crown of the head, belly button to spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Good. Exhale, down dog. And then last time, inhale, plank. Draw that belly button in and exhale, down dog. Good. And then bend the knees, come back down to the mat, cross the shins and come to sit with the legs out in front in Dandasana. Good. Just grab a block and take it to the right side, the right hip. Tilt forward onto the front of the sit bones and reach through the heels. So you're planting the back of the legs on the mat. Imprinting, that's what I was looking for. And then bend the right knee, place the foot close to the groin, and take the right hand to the block. Inhale the left arm, reach as high as you can, and then exhale, hug the right knee and turn to look over the back shoulder. So continue to reach through that left heel. Press down into the right foot. And inhale, lengthen to the spine. And exhale, turn into the twist. Any amount, because it's our first twist. And inhale, come back to center. Reach the right leg long. Take the block to the left side. And bend the left knee. The left hand to the block. Inhale the right arm. Reach and then exhale, turn to hug the left knee. Turn to look over the back shoulder. So you can have the block either on the lowest or medium height. I like on the medium height personally. Okay, continue to reach through the right heel. And relax the belly. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. And then inhale, come back to center, reach the left leg long. And we're going to grab 2 blocks if you have them. Sarah, if you only have 2 blocks, do you only have 2 blocks? Yeah. So you, Sarah, can use a foam roller. Do you have a foam roller spare nearby? Yeah. All right, so everybody else, we're going to be doing supported fish. So we're going to take the blocks at the lowest height and take them to about 3/4 down the mat with about 1 inch in between. And then come to sit a few inches in front. And then exhale, lower yourself down so the shoulder blades are on the blocks. Keep the knees bent. And you're going to do this with the foam roller. And then take the crown of the head down to the mat so the neck is completely free. And the arms are going to be out to the side with the palms facing up. And close the eyes. And bring an awareness to the throat. So you might want to swallow a few times. And inhale down towards the pelvis. Exhale back up. And create space between the collarbones. Soften the belly. And release or try to release any tension in the lower back. Okay, and then really slowly we're going to roll over to the right side and just take the blocks away. And then come to sit, cross the shins and come over onto all fours. And tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. And pedal out the feet. And think about shifting the weight back towards the hips, taking the pressure off the wrists. And inhale forward into plank. Reach for the crown of the head. Exhale, down dog. And inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. And then slowly lower the knees down to the mat. Come onto the forearms. So you're still on the knees, but bring the forearms to the mat. Press down into the inner wrist. Keep the toes tucked and exhale, lift the hips for dolphin. Again, shift the weight back to the hips. Spread the fingers. So you're grounding through the forearms and the hands. Not the head, yes. Shake the head, no. And then inhale into a forearm plank. So just move the feet back a little. Good. Draw the belly button to the spine. And then exhale, lower down onto your belly. Good. Reach the arms long. So keep walking the fingertips forward and then extend through the toes as well. You're really lengthening, growing by a few inches. Take the forehead down to the mat and draw the belly button up towards the spine. And on the exhale, we're going to lift the arms and the legs and the chest off the mat. So keep reaching through the fingers and the toes. Look forward towards the front of the mat and draw that belly button in. So you're lifting the belly off the floor. Squeeze the glutes and inhale, lower. Take a breath here. And then we'll do that one more time on the exhale. So lift the belly off the floor. Exhale. Lift the arms and the legs and the chest. Squeeze the glutes. And inhale, lower. Take the hands alongside the chest. Tuck the toes and exhale, down dog. Inhale the right leg into the air. Reach with the right toes. And then exhale, right knee to right hand for pigeon on the right. Good, walk back with the left toes. And then we're going to take the right forearm to the mat. And take the left forearm behind the lower back and turn the chest towards the left. Any amount. Good. And release any tension in the hips. And then inhale, come back to center onto the hands. Good. And then take the left forearm down to the mat and the right forearm behind the lower back. And exhale, turn the chest towards the right. Any amount. Breathe easy. Good. And then bring the right hand down to the mat. So you're on the hands again. Close the eyes. And as you close your eyes, or with the eyes closed, you can really notice which area of the body this is challenging for. Whether it's the lower back, the glutes, the hips, the hip flexors. So many options. All right, and open the eyes. Exhale back to downward facing dog. And pedal out the feet. Okay, and then we're going to step the right foot forward so it's about halfway down the mat. And press down into all corners of all parts of the hands. And on the exhale, we're just going to use the right leg as a spring and kick up into handstand. Any amount. All right, I'm going to show you here, Sarah. So you're in down dog. And then step this right foot forward. And then any amount, just kick up. Okay, so use this right leg as a spring. Good. And the idea here is to have fun. Okay, not to judge yourself or think badly of yourself or whatever. Just laugh. We'll try this a few more times. So we're going to spring on the exhale. So ride that exhale. Good, and then let's do it one last time. And come back to downward facing dog. Good, and you can pedal out the feet. And then inhale the left leg into the air. Exhale, step the left knee to the left hand. The pigeon on the left. And slide that right leg back. So keep walking the toes back. And look back at the right foot. And just position it so that it's centered. It's not turning in or out. And then you always have the option of the block underneath the left hip. And then take the left arm down to the mat and the right forearm behind the back. And exhale, turn the chest towards the right. Any amount. Good, and inhale down, exhale up. And take the right hand down and the left hand down. Come back to center. And then take the right forearm to the mat and the left forearm behind the lower back. And any amount, turn towards the left with the exhale. And look towards the side of the room. Release the throat. And inhale, come back to center. Come onto the hands. Soften into the belly. And release the lower front ribs. And then take the block away if it's there. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Spread the fingers wide as you can. And step the left foot forward, about halfway down the mat. And on the exhale, again, we're going to kick the feet up. And you might notice a significant difference on either side, because most of us have, one side that we kick up on. Good. So draw the belly button into the spine and ride the exhale. Good. And Sue, try kicking up the left foot as well, the left leg as well. So it's like yeah, there you go. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to do 2 more. And come back to downward facing dog. And then gently bring the knees to the mat and widen the knees. And then exhale, walk the arms forward for wide-kneed child's pose. Catch your breath. And think about the tailbone moving down towards the heels. And just feel all of the different parts of the body that are touching the ground here. So feel that grounding sensation. Okay, and then inhale, come back to all fours and come to stand. Whew. All right, so feet right underneath the hips, all 10 toes pointing forward. Good. Belly button to spine and lift up on the quads. So the femur bone is moving back towards the hamstring. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. And then find a spot in the distance, about eye level, that you can focus on. Just with a gentle focus, you're not like straining, forcing it. And then take the right foot to either the calf, the inside of the calf, or the inside of the thigh. And press the foot into the leg, and the leg back into the foot. Good, and then inhale the arms up towards the ceiling. Reach with the fingers and press down into the left foot. Good, slide the shoulder blades down the back. Belly button to spine. Reach with those fingers. And then exhale, take the hands to the hips. Move the knee forward. And reach through, lengthen through the right leg. Reach with the heel. Press into the left foot. Belly button to spine, and then exhale, take it down to the mat. Good, and then grab a block. We're going to set the block to the top right of the mat at the highest height. And then step the legs wide, about 3.5 feet. Good. Then turn the left toes in 15 degrees, right toes out 90 degrees. So yeah, you're setting up a triangle. So, okay, so press down into that left foot. Belly button to spine, and exhale, take the right hand to the block. And then move the block so that the hand is right underneath the shoulder. And then take the left hand to the right side of the chest. And then exhale, swipe the collarbones open and reach the hand up towards the ceiling. Look up at the left hand. You've got a slight back bend here. Press into the left foot so both legs are straight, Sarah. Good. Reach with the fingers, reach with the left fingers. And then take the left hand to the left hip, bend the right knee, and come onto the left toes, and exhale forward so the right hand is now reaching forward for standing split. Good, so you're going to lift the back leg. Wasn't a very good explanation, sorry. And then press that left foot into an imaginary wall. And you can either stay here or reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. Belly button to spine. Good. Reach up with that right quad. So the femur bone is moving back towards the hamstring. Belly button to spine. Take the left hand to the hip. Bend the right knee. And exhale, step the left foot back and come to stand. Good. And then exhale, take the hands down to the mat and step back to downward facing dog. And pedal out the feet. Inhale forward into plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. And then take the hands underneath the chin for TV watching pose. So just walk the elbows forward a little. And relax the chin into the hands. Look forward. And release the throat. Close the eyes. And relax the shoulders. Okay. And then take the hands alongside the chest. And tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, pedal out the feet. And spread the fingers wide. So again, you're really creating space between those fingers. And bend the knees. Look forward to the hands. Really bend the knees so we're creating nice buoyancy. Draw the belly button towards the spine. And on the exhale, we're going to kick both feet at the same time towards the bum for mule kicks. So exhale, lift the feet towards the bum. Good. And if you can get some hang time there, then you can, good. So keep doing it. Nice. So on the exhale, lift those heels to the bum. Nice. Keep going, just 2 more. Good, and then when you've finished, you can come back into downward facing dog. And then lower the knees to the mat. Keep the knees together and exhale, walk the hands forward for child's pose. Catch the breath. Relax the shoulders and the lower back. Okay, and then inhale, come onto all fours, tuck the toes, and come to stand. Bring the feet together, and inhale, sit back into Utkatasana, chair pose. Squeeze those thighs together, the inner thighs together, reach with the fingertips. Good. Keep the chest lifted, and exhale, Tadasana. Good. Okay, and then bring the feet to underneath the hips, all 10 toes pointing forward. Lift up on the quads, so the quads are really engaged. Neutral pelvis, belly button to spine. Roll the shoulders a few times. And move the shoulder blades down and away from each other. Good, find a spot in the distance to focus on. And then take that left foot to the inner thigh or inner calf. the tree pose. Good. Keep pressing down through that right foot, lift up on the right quad, and then inhale the arms up. Reach with the fingers. As you're reaching with the fingers, still slide the shoulder blades down the back. Good. Lift up on that right quad still. So the right leg is engaged. And then exhale, take the hands to the hips. Move the knee to the front and reach that left leg long. Lift up through the crown of the head. And then exhale, take it to the mat and shake it out. And then bring a block to the highest height to the top left of the mat. And then again, step the feet wide, about 3.5 feet. Turn the right toes in 15 degrees, left toes out 90. Keep pressing into that back foot, so the outside of the back foot. And exhale, take the left hand to the block and just move it back if you need to, so that the block is right underneath the shoulder. Again, press down into the back foot. Take the right hand to the left collarbone and exhale, swipe the collarbones open and reach up with the fingers, right fingers towards the ceiling, and look up at the hand. And reach a little higher with the right fingers. So you can feel the energy from the left hand through the arm, the chest, the right arm and the right fingers. And then take the right hand to the hip, bend the left knee, step off with the right foot, lift the right foot into the air, step the left hand forward, and reach back with that right foot. So you're pressing the right foot into an imaginary wall. Belly button to spine, and then you have the option of inhaling the right arm up towards the ceiling. Keep pressing the right foot back. Just micro bend that front knee so you're not putting too much pressure on the knee. Belly button to spine. And right hand to right hip. Exhale, step the right foot back. And exhale, hands to the mat, step back to plank pose. Reach with the heels, reach with the crown of the head. Belly button to spine. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Pedal out the feet. And then inhale the right leg into the air. And bend the right knee, open the right hip out to the side. Keep pressing down through both hands equally. And ground that left heel. And inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend. And inhale, straighten, and exhale, take it back down to the mat. And pedal out the feet. Inhale, forward into plank. And exhale, take the right knee to the left elbow. And inhale, back to plank. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. And step back. Exhale, knee to nose. And then step it back. And then exhale, the right foot out to the left for fallen warrior. So the leg is underneath the torso. Good. Keep the hips low. And keep looking down between the hands. Belly button to spine. And exhale back to plank pose. And downward facing dog. And pedal out the feet. And then take the knees down to the mat. Hips to heels. And exhale forward into child's pose. Relax the shoulders here. Try to release any tension in the face. Relax the jaw. Relax the throat. And inhale to all fours. And tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Good. Inhale the left leg into the air. Press down into both hands. Ground the right heel. And then exhale, open the hip out towards the left. Belly button to spine. And inhale, straighten the leg. And exhale, bend it. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, bend. And inhale, straighten, and then step it down. And inhale, forward into plank. Good. Belly button to spine. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Step it back. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. And step it back. Exhale, left knee to the nose. Step it back. And then exhale the left foot over towards the right, under the torso. Good. Keep the hips lowered. Look down between the hands. Belly button to spine. And then step it back to plank pose. And downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And inhale forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. And then take the arms alongside the body, palms facing down. Forehead down to the mat. Again, reach the toes long. Draw the belly button up towards the spine. And on the exhale, lift the chest, the arms, and the legs. Reach the fingers back towards the toes. And look just about 6 inches in front of you. Keep reaching with the toes and the fingers. And then inhale, lower. Do that one more time. Take an inhale and then exhale, lift. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Belly button to spine. And inhale, lower. Take the hands alongside the chest. Tuck the toes and exhale, down dog. Good. Move the sit bones back and up. And pedal out the feet. Look forward to the hands. Exhale, walk the feet towards the hands. And come to stand. I'm going to grab both blocks and take them towards the top of the mat at the highest height. And then step the feet wide so that the right leg is in between the blocks. Good. Turn the left toes in 45 degrees, right toes out 90 degrees. Then step the left foot over to the left slightly. Press down into the back foot, hands to hips. Reach through the crown of the head and exhale, hinge forward from the hips with a nice long spine. So you're reaching with the crown of the head. And then exhale, take the hands to the blocks and start to round the spine, taking the nose towards the knee. And keep pressing down into that back foot. Relax the back of the neck. You can micro bend the front knee if it feels like it's too much on the back of the knee. And take the hands to the hips, bend the front knee, and inhale, come to stand. Parallel the feet. Press down into the heels, lift through the crown of the head, and exhale, hinge forward from the hips. Reaching with the crown of the head and reaching back with the sit bones. Then take the hands to the mat or to blocks. And exhale, start to round the spine and draw the crown of the head down towards the mat. And Exhale, walk the hands over towards the right leg, the right foot, any amount. And turn to look towards that right leg. And inhale, center, and exhale over to the left, any amount. And then inhale back to center. And the hands are right underneath the shoulders. You can micro bend the knees again if you would like. And feel gravity pulling the crown of the head down towards the mat, like a magnet. Close the eyes. Okay, open the eyes and just heel toe the feet a little bit closer together. Bend the knees, take the hands to the hips, and inhale, slowly come to stand. Good. Okay, just grab those blocks and take them to the to the left of the mat. Good. Feet are wide, and then turn the right toes in 45 degrees, left toes out 90, and step the right foot over to the right a little. Just bring those blocks to the either side of the left shin. Press down into the back foot and exhale, fold forward from the hips, reaching with the crown of the head. Good. And exhale, take the hands to the blocks. And the blocks are about towards the bottom of the shin, near the ankle. And then exhale, start to move the nose towards the knee, any amount. Bend the left knee, to the hands to the hips, and inhale, come to stand, and parallel the feet. Move the blocks away, hands to the hips, and exhale, fold forward from the hips, reaching with the crown of the head. And exhale, take the hands down to the mat, and then walk the hands over to each foot. Take the 2 fingers around the big toe for yogi toe look. And you can bend the knees here again, micro bend the knees. And move the elbows out to either side. And draw the crown of the head down towards the mat. Good. And then bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Heel toe the feet together a little. Bend the knees, take the hands to the hips, and inhale, come to stand. Good. And then bring the feet together and come to lay on your back with the block. And bend the knees. Take the block the lowest height underneath the sacrum. And just allow the sacrum to settle down into the block here. So we've done lots of different types of inversions today. And I think we sometimes tend to think of inversions just as like a handstand or a headstand. But an inversion is any time the head is below the heart. So even this is a type of inversion. Okay, just lift the hips and take the block to the medium height underneath the sacrum. And again, allow the sacrum to settle down into the block. So inversions are extremely beneficial to the nervous system. They reset the nervous system from that fight or flight that we tend to go through in life, especially in potty training. And they move the blood towards the brain, so they can really help with focus, which is always good. Okay, and then lift the hips and lower, take the block away, lower the hips back down, and then take the knees together and the feet all the way to the edges of the mat. Good. So bring the knees together, good. And then inhale the arms out to the side and exhale the hands to opposite shoulders, like you're giving yourself a hug. Close the eyes and bring your attention to the lower back and allow it to settle back. Release any of that tension. You don't have to force the knees together. Just try to release the groins. Then inhale the arms back out to the side and exhale, hands to opposite shoulders with the other arm on top. And then release the hands and roll over, come to sit. And we're going to move over towards a wall with the block. We're going to finish with one of my favorite inversions, the Parita Carini. Good. So bring the shoulder and the hip to the wall, so you're touching the wall sideways. Good, and then move the block out of the way. And exhale, lower the torso down, come onto the elbow. And then move the hips towards the wall. And exhale, torso down and legs up at the same time. Good. And then kind of just scooch the hips closer to the wall if you'd like. They don't have to be touching. And then lift the hips and place the block at the lowest height underneath the sacrum. And you can have the knees bent or you can reach the legs long. And take the hands to the belly. Close the eyes. I'm just going to take a few moments here to notice the body. Notice where you might still be gripping without judgment. And feel the belly rise and fall with the inhale and the exhale. Notice the energy in the body and the nervous system. Okay, and then no matter what is happening around you or whatever you have to do today, we're just going to use the next 30 seconds to focus on the body and the breath. So you can quiet the eyes, focus the eyes on the third eye, and then just keep your attention on the breath and the body. Okay, and then bring your attention back to the room. Wiggle the toes. And walk the feet down the wall, bending the knees. And lift the hips, take the block away. And exhale, roll over onto the right side. And just stay here for a moment. Close the eyes. Okay, and then inhale, press into the left hand and come to sit. Okay, and come to sit in any comfortable position. And sorry, we're just going to finish with 1 minute of alternate nostril breathing. Okay, so you can use, you can take your dominant hand, so if you're right-handed or left-handed, and close the right nostril and close the eyes at the same time. Inhale and exhale through the left nostril, and then close the left nostril. Inhale, exhale through the right. We'll just continue like this for 1 minute. And notice whether the air is warm or cool as it's passing through the nostrils. This is a great breath technique for helping with stress and anxiety symptoms, for focusing the mind, and for congestion. Okay, complete one more breath cycle, and then finish by exhaling through the left nostril. Good, and then bring your hands back down to the thighs. Keep the eyes closed. Return to regular breathing. Bring your hands together at heart center, and just think about, the courage and the communication, speaking up for ourselves that we were talking about at the beginning. Thanks for joining me, ladies. Namaste.